The story is told of a young man who was found walking briskly along a rocky shore. The tide was out, and scores of stranded starfish dotted the beach. He knew that unless they were tossed back into the ocean, these starfish would soon die. He went from starfish to starfish, picking them up and returning them to their watery home. An older man observed the young man for some time, then finally climbed down to him. In a salty, seasoned voice, the older man said, "Don't you realize there are hundreds of starfish on this beach, son? And that after the next tide, there will be hundreds more? You can't save them all." "I may not be able to save them all," the young man said, "but I just saved this one." Across the globe, thousands, millions of people, many of them children, are hurting. They are as stranded starfish lying on the shore, waiting to be saved from ailments that have stricken them through no fault of their own. They need basic medical care, nutrition, and simple surgeries to change their lives of pain, suffering, and ridicule into lives of laughter and productivity. Deseret International Foundation has helped tens of thousands of men, women, and children in developing countries overcome their infirmities to enjoy a better quality of life. Founded by Dr. E. William Jackson, the recipient of the 1993 Geneva Steel Modern Pioneer Award, Deseret International works to improve lives through donated medical services. Because of Dr. Jackson and Deseret International, children with clubbed feet are able to play with their friends. Young adults with cleft lips are able to speak, and elderly people with severe cataracts can see.
Thank you for the new vision. I can see things keener, brighter, and more beautiful each day. Every passing day is more wonderful.
Thank you. I can see again.
I thought I will never experience having normal eyes because my parents do not have enough money. However, my wish to have beautiful, normal-looking eyes came true.
The Jacksons remember one 14-year-old girl whose life was changed by the doctors and hospitals of Deseret International.
And she had had polio as a young child, and she had to walk around on her knees, dragging her legs, behind her. And she was a beautiful young lady, but naturally she was treated like a freak because she couldn't walk on her two legs.
We did have a report on her after she went home.
Yes, this was a cute report. They said, we said, "Well, how is she doing?" And her mother said, "Well, there's only one problem." And we says, "Oh, you have a problem?" And she says, "Yes, we can't keep her home anymore."
Deseret International is now operating in 14 countries, including the Philippines, Tonga, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Uganda, India, Nicaragua, and China. Whenever possible, local physicians donate their services to help those in need. Local hospitals donate the use of their facilities. In most cases, the only cost is medical supplies. Not only are medical doctors volunteering, but dentists and others are doing what they can to help the needy.
Uganda, Africa was our first try at doing something in the dental field. It's this ready, fire, aim approach. Hey, we don't know how to do it, but let's give it a try, and then we'll correct it. We sent a dentist over to Uganda. Their needs are great. Their medical needs are so desperate that I thought, it's just too much. I don't think we can help them medically, but the dental perhaps we can do something with. They have about 160,000 orphans in the capital of Uganda, Kampala, because of AIDS. By the end of the century, they're supposed to have 5 million orphans in that country because of AIDS. Well, there may be a number of things we can help with, but we decided to start with the dental program, and so we said we will help you establish a dental program for the orphans. We will provide for a dental team, and we'll provide a dentist who will be the leader, who will organize and will go out and visit these orphanages and provide dental care. We're not talking about fluoriding teeth. We aren't talking about filling little cavities. We're talking about the abscessed teeth and the broken teeth and the painful teeth. This he'll take care of, and he'll take your dentist to work with him.
The adage, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime, has never been more true than it is with Deseret International. Skilled doctors and nurses from the United States travel at their own expense to countries needing help. They then train local physicians in the latest techniques of medicine. In exchange for the instruction they receive, these local doctors volunteer their services at hospitals or clinics to help those in need.
We've seen this work quite well, for instance, in Zimbabwe. Let me take that as an example. Here was a major player in the southern part of Africa, a major player for a country with a very fine medical school, providing medical training for doctors and dentists from all the surrounding countries. And yet they weren't doing modern cataract surgery because they didn't have the skills and the equipment and the supplies. Well, we sent a series of physicians over to work in Zimbabwe at their own expense, to go over there and work with the local doctors to train them in modern cataract surgery.
On behalf of all my country, let me express thanks to Deseret International for what you and your volunteers have done for Zimbabwe. Aptly, the term Christ-like caring was recently used to describe your approach. It is rare to find individuals or foundations who are as dedicated and who ask for so little in return. Most of the world expects a return on investment of some kind. You have only asked our cooperation and support. God bless you in your work and consecrate us all to furthering the health of the people of Zimbabwe. Signed, Dr. Timothy J. Stamps, Minister of Health and Child Welfare.
Because virtually all of the medical services are donated, surgeries that normally cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars are done at minimal cost. For less than $200, a club foot can be straightened. For about $150, a child can be fitted with an artificial limb. And for only $35, cataracts can be removed.
I would like to send my deepest appreciations for the great help which you have extended to me, that through your company I can now see.
Thank you very much for your unselfish and unending support. We thought that there's no more way that our son club feet can be straightened, but because of your help, he now walks like a normal person.
We are now free from our worrying because you are here answering our prayer unexpectedly. You are a blessing to us and especially to our son after his successful operation.
This is one thing that touches me is the parents. They love these little children even though they have hair lips or whatever. But he had never been able to talk because he couldn't hear. And so we tested him. We took him in and tested him. And when they put the testers in his ears and turned them up, he just, his eyes open and you could tell he could hear. And his mother started to cry and she says, maybe now he can call me mother.
May you not get tired of helping, especially to poor people like us, because there are still many of us who need your care. We are hoping that our brothers and sisters who have been blessing with more than they need will be generous to others who are waiting for their help.
You can't do everything for everyone everywhere, but you certainly can do something. And you find that out in this country. You can do something for a lot of people if you just do it.
Perhaps a line from Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass best sums up the undying efforts of Dr. and Mrs. Bill Jackson and Deseret International Foundation. Through the battle, through defeat, moving yet and never stopping, pioneers, oh, pioneers.